First thing to do when making a video is eliminate background noise. Yeah. Much better. Well, this is my little cleanup sluice. It's a handy dandy little thing. I use magnets on the bottom of it to pull out the magnetite. And then I separate the magnetite once it's dried. And once it's dried, I classify it and store it. And well, once this stuff is classified and dried, it gets stored as well. And hopefully, I can add to it today. These are the last of my concentrates from my summer, which was quite dismal. I had a lot of issues. Certain things didn't allow me to spend as much time in the field as I would have liked. I don't really want to get too far into it, but it could have been a better year. Definitely could have been a better year. So I'm going to slap these magnets on underneath here. I'm going to fire up the sluice run, and I'm going to start feeding it, and I'll show you what it looks like. Now I put the magnets on in an oscillating pattern. So as the black sand builds up, the iron, it has little like arms, little spikes that stick up, and those little spikes help retain and keep the gold, even though most of the gold is retained in the top section before the magnets even occur. But this system also allows me to collect a lot of the magnetite and black sand for further processing. As you can tell, these magnets are quite strong. There we go. Ready to fire up the sluice run. Woohoo! Pay dirt. Usually I do about 2 spoonfuls and grab the old magnetite. Another trick I do too is the dirt that's in the 5-gallon bucket is bone dry, but the dirt I have in my little peanut butter jar is wet. So that way, you know, it's hydrophobic, it doesn't float away on you. So I collect all the black sands. In fact, I think this flow rate's a little bit on the low side compared to what I'm normally used to running. So I'm just going to tweak up my valve just a titch. So my sluice run has a big, large black tote, and then all the tailings flow into a smaller gray tote, and then the pump is located in a small little garbage can. The idea behind that is you get cleaner water going back into the pump because the holes that are a little higher. That way you get less sediment. The water has a chance to settle out and keeps it a little bit more clear going in. And it's worked out pretty good, actually. I don't get murky water or dirty water. The water I got going down the sluice is quite clear and visible, which is a bonus. So after I give her a good go over with the old magnet, then I have a look for visible gold with the snuffer bottle, and if there's anything, I will grab it. Usually I go from a side to side pattern. Take the first couple riffles off the top. Not much visible gold. And everything that I put into the snuffer bottle here gets panned out. Oh, there's a little piece. Got one. Oh, another little one. And I squirt the water out of the snuffer bottle and I run along each edge. The idea behind that is the light stuff blows off and the heavy stuff stays in the bottom of the riffle. And in the long run, it just means less material going into the snuffer bottle. And the gold hangs tight. And it also gives you an opportunity to see the gold, because as soon as I see it, if there's any gold, it gets sucked up right away. No point in giving it any opportunity to lose it. That's the whole idea here, is to find it and keep it. Alright, well, back to the next spoonful. And it's going to be a long process. So, I'm going to turn this off and then I'll show you when I get to fill the pan once the snuffer bottle is full. One of the handy things about this light, hanging, so you can move it to get a better reflection. See how the magnets make an oscillating pattern. Most of the gold all hangs up in the top end here, and then I use my snuffer bottle to pull it out of the riffle. Well, the jar is empty, the spooks is cleaned out, we're ready to go for the next run, and we're down to what's left into the pan. Time to see what we get in there. I don't think there'll be much. Not much left at the bottom of the bucket. So we're going to get the next round set up. Get ready to load this little fella up. There's really too much left here. Oh yeah, that's good viewing. Actually scoops out a lot of material. There's not really too much left in here. To the point where this good old backup plan in case, my good idea does not turn out to be a good idea. Things are good. That's what matters. Awesome. Not much left in there. And what's left in here could be extremely fine, which is pretty much all the gold I get. So, that being said, I'm going to beat the crap out of this bucket over my gold pen. Nothing to worry about. So, we got our dirt here. Ooh, chicken tea bag. Some of the old dish soap and trying to get your floor. It's definitely enough to liquefy all that. Get all the bubbles out. Get all the heavies to the bottom. There we go. Well, that is ready to go for another round. Feeder. Away we go. Some scoops of raisins in every yumminess. And we're just going to go back and forth. Oh, look at that crystal. That's a nice crystal. Look at that one. That's a nice crystal. Usually when I get a nice crystal like that, I set it aside. Alright, back to the magnetite. Look at all that yumminess. So what magnetite I pull off of this, I end up separating. I end up having to dry out the magnetite and the hitchhikers, as I call them. That's a big one. That's a good one. Oh, look, that's a nice noise. There was sound of trickling tater. One thing I like about the way my sluice is set up is the little iron filings down here, they all stick up. And as the gold travels downward, they usually get entrapped in it. And I have a way of extracting the gold out of this stuff too, so don't worry about that. And then what's left of the magnetite after I'm done gets classified down, stored, and separated in different sizes. For future use of what, I don't know. Most of the gold in my region is very, very small and very, very fine. One or two more easy spoons, and after that, it's going to be swapping the rest of the junk out with the snuffer bottle. This is the little panning spot I got. Just gonna a few little things. So where I get the dirt from, it's notorious for magnetite. Now this stuff's already been down the sluice box, been over the magnet, still get stuff like this off of it.
Now people say, yes, you do get gold stuck in between the iron particles or the magnetite. Well, that's true. And that's the reason why I separate it. We'll do that in another video. That's a fun little process in itself. Another video I've been wanting to do too is my rock polishers, which I'd turn off at the beginning of the video so that way you can actually hear what I'm saying without all the background noise. So this is pretty much cleaned out for magnetite now. And now we're going to begin the long, arduous process of panning. So, yeah. Let's have a little... Here. Thank goodness there isn't really not much in the pan per se. But before I get too far into this, I'm going to find my reading glasses. I am blind as a bat. Imagine that. No point panning for something you can't see. Oh, hey, look, there it is. So there's lots of fine sand on the top that easily moves off. And you get a little layer of darker material. And that's generally where more of the good stuff is hiding out. And good lighting is very, very important when you're doing stuff indoors. It took me a while to figure out a good little setup that works with the sluice run. Having the lights screwed to the piece of wood and hanging from the roof is super handy because you can move the light around and you're not fighting reflections all the time. You can use it to your advantage, so to speak. And that I found was very, very beneficial. Getting down there, I see a color. And it's a fair ways back up in there, so that's good. That means I can still wash this pretty aggressively. As long as that gold stays in that top part of the pan. Now I see another color washing over here, so let's just collect everything and put it back into its happy spot in the bottom of the pan instead of over the edge. Oh yeah, buddy. She's just a gift in her. See a microcolor right near the edge of your pan? Yeah, saved it. Nice. You won't lose any gold on my watch. Not on my watch. Well, if you made it this far, that's great. I appreciate it. Usually everybody gets bored on the panning part. Even people who do this on a regular basis. I see a little bit of gold in there. Not much, but a little bit better than none. Let's get this party started. Let's get this black sand moving down across the pan. This gentle rocking action back and forth. The idea is to dislodge the small particles, get them to move down your pan, so you can literally separate your black sands from your gold. And sweep all the black sands even further away so you get more of a gap between your gold and your black sands. Give it that old tippy-tappy. Put everything back to where you need it. And give it a couple more rocks. Just to break out and move whatever loose stuff there is back in with the gold. Now, get ready for snapper bottle. Let's get a good double check. Awesome. Oh, the ones are coming home. Excellent. Alright. Almost enough to make a big, huge half-gram bar. What do you call a half-gram bar of gold? Probably smaller than a toothpick anyways. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. And there's so much super fine stuff all throughout the bottom of the pan. It's nice. So, there you go. Lots of little tiny micros. Lots of good stuff. And hopefully next year we can get more. Oh, steaming it off. Let's see what's left. Here's the good stuff, all nice and dried out. Oh yeah, baby. And let that all dry out, and we're going to throw it on a scale. Well, after being plagued with, batteries, we get our number. There we go. Would have been nice if it could have been a little higher, but it's the keys. You'd be looking in there after that. Just give me a couple nanograms. No, that's it. Alright, here we go. That's all you get.